The first one says each elephant at a zoo eats 100 pounds of hay and 5 pounds of fruits. So that's an important piece of information, so I'm going to highlight it with fruits and vegetables every day. Our question is, how many pounds of food, so that's important, how many pounds of food does the zoo need to feed one elephant for 1 week? So I'm highlighting my important information. So I know that 1 week equals 7 days. Now, it is important that I have my 100 pounds and 5 pounds. So first, if I want to add them up, I can, or I can go ahead and just keep them separate. So I'm going to put a squiggle down the middle of my paper. This kind of just divides my work. This just shows I'm showing two different ways. So this is way number 1, and then this is way number 2 on this side. So my first way, I'm going to combine 100 plus 5, and that's going to get me 105 pounds. And I know that's 105 pounds per day. So I know I need to multiply that by 7 days, because I'm thinking, okay, the zoo needs how much food for 1 week? So I'm doing 105 times 7. And now this is my chance where I can use my partial products, because that's easy, simple, and quick. So 5 times 7 is 35. So I'm going to put 3, 5. 7 times 0 is 0, so we don't need to put anything. And then we have 7 times 1, but really it's, don't forget those extra zeros, 1, 2. So it's 7 times 100, so it is 700. Now I'm going to add my number up. So that tells me I'm going to need 735 pounds of food. Tells me I'm going to need 735 pounds of food. So now that is one way to show it. Our second way to show it is we can keep our 100 pounds of hay and then the 5 pounds of fruits and vegetables separate. It might just be easier for students to do it this way. So I'm going to do this one in red. I'll do it in like I'll just keep the same color. So this way, I'm going to have 100 times a number and 5 times a number. So I know that I multiplied 105 times 7 to get, because we're trying to think about how much food we need for 1 week for our elephant. So this one, I know I have 100 pounds of hay, and now my elephant eats 100 pounds of hay each day. And if we need it for 7 days, I'm going to multiply that by 7. And same with our bottom one for the fruits and vegetables. So this one, since it's like the distributive, you're breaking it apart. So our basic fact is 1 and 7, which is 700. And then my next one, we know what 5 times 7 is, which is 35. Now go ahead and add those two together. So that's 735. Same label, pounds. Pounds of food. Awesome. So that is number 1. That's just 2 different ways to do it. If your student wants to show it a different way, that's awesome, as long as I can just read their work. Number 2. Miss Jones sells cookies in packages of 10 and of 20. If she sells 4 packages of 10, so that's a really important key. I'm going to try to keep it the same color. 4 packages of 10, and then 7 packages of 20. How many cookies all together? How many cookies all together did she sell? So we have to find out first how many cookies she sold in. So she sold 4 packages of 10. So we need to go over here. We know that 10 times 4 is 40. Then we have to figure out what 7 packages of 20 is. So we can go 7. I'm going to go ahead and erase. Yep, erase. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 20 times 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Add my 0. Now I know how many cookies she sold in the packages of 10 and how many cookies she sold in the packages of 20. Now I want to combine my total cookie amounts. That's super important. So I'm going to go here with my red. I'm combining. So I'm going to add 140 plus 40 to get my total amount to answer my questions. How many cookies? That's my question. So 180 cookies. Or I can even write a whole sentence. Miss Smith sold 180 cookie. Ooh, whoopsies. A little too many. There we go. Cookies total. There we go. So I could even write a sentence for that one. And again, we're circling our answer. Circling our answers. So this is for number 2. And lastly, we have, I think this one's a little bit harder because it's more of a multi-step one. So this is number 3 on my guided worksheet. So a store sells a 15-inch laptop for this much, $1,249. And the store sells I'm going to use a different color. Sells a 17-inch laptop for this much. Find the cost of 4. So this is the most important thing right here. It says find the cost of 4 15-inch laptops. And then it says find the cost of 2 17-inch laptops. So if I need to find the cost of our 4 15-inch laptops, I'm going to take 4 times the price of each laptop. So 1,249 times 4. So the method I could use for this one is partial products. This would be a good one to use, or you could break it up like I'm going to show in the next one. So I know that 9 times 4 is 36. 4 times 4, but it's not 4. It's not really 4. It's 40. This one's 200, and this is 1,000. So we make sure we have our magic zeros in there to help us give us a reminder of what we're multiplying it by. So 4 times 4 is 16. Make sure we have our magic 0, 6, and then our 1. And now we know that 4 times 2 is 8. Yeah, is 8, of course. Oh my. 8, and then we're adding our 2 zeros. Lastly, 4 times 1 is 4,000. Making sure my place values are lined up. 6 plus zeros is 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. And 4 plus nothing is 4,000. So I know how much it cost for 4 15-inch laptops now. Now I need to figure out how much it costs for 2 17-inch laptops. So this is just a different method of doing this. I did partial products right here. Over here, I'm going to be doing my a different method. Sorry, it blinked in my head. So we have 1,979 times 2. Because that's how much laptops. So I'm going to break this one up. I'm going to do 1,000 times 2. I'm going to do 900 times 2. I'm going to do 70 times 2. And I'm going to do 9 times 2. So I know my basic fact in this one is 2 times 1,000. So 2 times 1 is 2. And then annex my 3 zeros. My next one is 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. 1, 8. Annex my 2 zeros. Now I know my basic fact here is 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. Annex my 1 0. And 9 times 2 is 18. Now I need to add all of my sums up. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. 0 plus 8 plus 1 is 9. I should have done a better job of lining it up, and I clearly did not do a good job. 2 plus 1 is 3. So now I know it for two 17-inch laptops, it's going to cost me $3,958. However, so it says find the cost for four 15-inch laptops and two 17-inch laptops. So I need to take my two numbers that I just got. I'm going to highlight them in my blue. And I need to add them together. So I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to make a squiggle. And this is where I'm going to add my two numbers together. Because I need to find the total. So I have $4,996 plus $3,958. I'm adding this because I'm finding the total amount and how much is it going to cost for this many laptops. A 6 plus 8. I know that, okay, I might, if I don't know this is a good reminder. How can I get to 10? I can give 2 from the 6 to the 10 to the 8 to make 10, and then I have 14. So I have 4 left over, so it'd be 14. Same with this one. I know that 9 plus 5 is 14, but then I add my 1, that would be 15. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 more is 19. Carry my 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So for the total, our total amount, my answer, is going to cost $8,954 for the 4 15-inch laptops and the 2 17-inch laptops. The laptops altogether, the cost is $8,954.